What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on the recent news of Quincy Olivari getting cut by the Los Angeles Lakers. And also, I want to basically what I want to do is I want to comment right on the statements or some comments that were made by Kwame Brown, and then I'm gonna give my reaction to what Kwame Brown said about Quincy Olivari getting cut from the Lakers. Um, I'm kind of surprised that they cut him. After like the season that he was having in the G League, and then the Lakers brought him up, and I'm surprised that they cut him. But I don't I don't really understand like who is advising, all this because all this really makes the Lakers and it makes LeBron James and Clutch Sports. It make Clutch Sports really look bad. And so I'm gonna let you hear or listen to what Kwame Brown had to say about the situation. Then I'm a comment on it.
Well, what do we have here? Well. See, this is why people don't like me because I don't like people that do shit like this. Clutch Sports, LeBron James, well, Homelander and Homelander Jr. strikes again. I told y'all, in order for one person to win, another person has to lose. And the only reason why the Lakers didn't already get rid of Quincy Olivari from the very start was because everybody on YouTube, myself, Carcino, Ticket TV, Two Raw, uh, Two Raw Sports or Two Raw for TV Sport, um, 78 Sports, a bunch of Dreamers Pro, a bunch of YouTubers were calling this out, and we got called haters. We got called we hating on nepotism. We hating on black men. And I kept saying Quincy Olivari is black. And it's a shame that in order to, they strategically did this. This guy was the leading scorer in the G League. Next thing you know, they send Bronny James down to the G League. And then Gil get on camera talking about, well, that's why I like Quincy. He's humble. He's this. No, fuck all that. That's why I said this is a business. They sent Bronny James to go learn from Quincy. They probably had Quincy running, showing him how to run the pick and roll, showing him because he started playing a little better. Then next thing you know, Quincy Olivari is not on the G League no more because they freed up space for Homelander Jr. to get the ball and play point guard all of a sudden. He hadn't played point guard ever until what I believe Quincy did a tutorial and showed him how to play point guard. Now they bring Quincy up to the G League. It makes it look like the Lakers are doing the right thing. But really, they messing this boy game up because he's just sitting there on the bench. And then now, all of a sudden, Quincy is cut. But why? How do you go from the leading scorer in the G League to cut? What did he do wrong? We already know how he played. He better than Bronny. Why ain't Bronny cut? The leading scorer of the G League.
All right. Now if the Lakers bought the guy Quincy Olivari, just brought him up to from the G League just to cut him, that's a that's a pretty cold move just to bring that kid up. Like I said, after him having you know, he was having a good season in the G League, and then they bring him up and they cut him. I just think that was really a dirty move to bring him up and to cut him. But also, I don't think that like Bronny, I don't think he's a natural point guard. So that's you know he can work at it and he can and and he can get tutored by by Quincy or whoever else tutors him down there. But if he's not a natural point guard, it still won't be a fit because I mean that's just something that has to be in you to be a point guard. Um, he seems to me more to be of a shooting guard, um, and shoot first. If he was a pass first guard, then you would have saw more of that in high school. You saw that in college, and then a little bit of time that we had to see him and to see. I'm speaking of Bronny James. A little bit of time we'd have had to see Bronny James, we would have noticed that he was that he was a pass first guard. But he is more so because of his athleticism. He's more so a passing guard. But this is a crazy, wild move. And for the Lakers to cut him, it might be really a blessing in disguise though, because he really did, you know, uh Quincy, he really did put on a show. He was more so auditioning for other teams, right? And so if they did cut him, he'll most likely get picked up by somebody else because he was leading the G League in scoring. So he'll be able to help somebody out. And that's a good thing, Although what the Lakers did wasn't cool, it was a good move, I think, for him because he don't want to be a part of that organization. The Lakers right now, they don't look like the Lakers years ago, like the Lakers who hung up all the championship banners, the Lakers who they just played always was in the hunt for a championship. Now they just look like a sideshow. Um, and so, it's a blessing in disguise for him to he'll probably go somewhere else and be able to help them out. But I'm gonna listen to some more of Kwame's his thoughts on the situation and then come back and react.
League all of a sudden gets called up to the Lakers and then cut.
Teams switching off on Mira, the innovative.
This is a damn shame. This is a damn shame. Cut this young man. I told y'all, stars are not born, they're created. It wasn't his turn. It ain't his look. He ran into the people that they want to make into a cat.
Let me stop it right there. So when he say that stars are born, I mean they are created, they're not born, right? I agree, but some things you can't manufacture, right? If like I said, if Bronny is not ready to be a point guard in the NBA, you can't manufacture that. And I think evidence of that is the fact that NBA ratings are down. So they try to manufacture a lot of things in the NBA right now, and it's not like what the NBA was in the 90s and in the early 2000s. Um, so that's why people are not watching the NBA like they used to. Some people even say that the NBA is more so like wrestling, the pro wrestling, like the WWF or whatever they call it, WWE or whatever. But I mean, you just can't manufacture it because people know if I mean, if the teams that they're putting out there, people know what real talent is, and people know the game of basketball, and you can't fake it. So you have to keep in mind that ratings are down like almost 50%. And that's a lot. That's a lot for ratings to be, but down for the NBA. And so if they continue to try to manufacture different storylines and stuff like that, I think it's just going to continue. It's going to hurt the NBA. Um, it's going to not only hurt the NBA, but it's going to hurt people's legacy, like people who are associated with this. And you have so many podcasters and so many people, fans in general, just speaking up against what they're seeing is going on in the NBA. So I think what's the guy name who's the commissioner for the NBA? Sterling. I think he's hurting his legacy. I don't think that the Lakers look good in this situation. I don't think that LeBron and Clutch Sports look good in this situation. So that's not something that I'm really concerned about. I think if they had if everybody just do their own job, LeBron play basketball and let the chips fall where they may. Clutch Sports do their own job, but they trying to control the narrative. I think it just makes them it just makes it's a bad look when they try to control the narrative, especially when they're telling you, you see one thing and they telling you another thing, right? So they really uh they're just insulting the intelligence of the fans. And so that's why, I think a lot of people are turned off by what they see, not just with the Lakers, but with the NBA overall in general, right? People, fans are just it's not a good product that they're putting out there on the court, and it's not something that people want to watch. So, but so I don't know where the Lakers intend to go with like LeBron, his son Bronny James. Like once LeBron retires, if they try to force, if they try to force the narrative that he is the second generation or um, that he's somebody that, people should watch. I just think that the ratings will continue to just going to continue to drop until they come up with some real with some real superstars and stop trying to manufacture and force down people's throats certain narratives, and I think they hurt the NBA like that by doing that. So I can see why Kwame Brown is upset. Shout out to Kwame Brown. I can see why Dreamers Pro and all these other podcasters who are out here just really just telling it the way they see it. And so yeah, that's my take on it. I just think like I said, what happened to this kid Quincy Olivari with the Lakers and them letting him go? I just think it was a crazy move that they pulled on him. But I think because of the way the organization is looking right now, I think is in my opinion, it's just going to be a blessing in disguise. He led the G League in scoring. He was having a good season when he was in the G League. So somebody is going to pick him up, and who knows? He may even get picked up by a better team. Well, I'm sure he'll probably get picked up by a better team than the Lakers, but maybe he'll get picked up from somebody who is maybe like in championship contention or something like that, like a good team or a team that's on a come up. So that's my take on it. Um, Make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, I'll check you all out on the next video. Peace.